Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Before we get started with our next character equation, it's worth repeating and remembering the whole reason that we go to school: to make life better for ourselves, our families, our pets, our future family, and friends. Remembering this helps us get ready to learn. We're here to gain the knowledge and skills that help us stay healthy, think clearly, and work together wisely. Each day we practice being caring, safe, organized, and focused so we can grow into people who build stability, freedom, and happiness for everyone around us. Around the world, there are children being taught a different way, that some people don't matter as much as others, or even how to cause harm. But at our school, we choose to believe in mutual respect, where everyone deserves the opportunity to reach their highest level of health, liberty, and happiness, while they help others do the same. We are learning to cooperate and build one another up, to discover cures, strengthen communities, and protect freedom. Because every time we learn, listen, and lift each other, we're proving that a better future is possible when we build it together. Are you ready to learn the next character equation? Let's go. We are back on our exciting project of building a better world for you, your family, your friends, your school, and your neighborhood. And we need your help. Big mission, right? But don't worry, we're tackling it one step and one character equation at a time. Are you ready to explore a new and helpful character equation? Hope plus knowledge equals discernment. This page is for your teachers and families. You can pause it to look at it if you need more time. This character equation is number 7 of our 9 character equations for a healthier, happier school full of liberty. Hope plus knowledge equals discernment. Can you see where this month's character equation fits on our health, liberty, and happiness Venn diagram? Yes, it's here in the yellow health circle, because it's all about learning from our optimal learning environment, using our perception to gain knowledge. Before we go on to our next character equation, let's review our previous character equation. Let's see what we remember. Who remembers what it is? What is the first trait in this character equation? Yes, goodness. What is the next character trait? Yes, skills. These two character traits together make what strong character trait? Yes, ability. These character traits help us get ready to learn by helping us make good choices and then practice skills using those good choices. Making good choices and practicing skills at the same time helps us build ability. And that is the main goal of this character equation. Goodness plus skills equal ability. Remember to continue using these character traits as you keep building your best life possible. Now, we want to hear from you. Pretend like you're using a phone to call me and tell me about a time when you've learned, loved, or led by using this character equation in the last month. Then raise your hand if you want to share with the group. Remember to pause the video if you need more time. It is truly awesome how you've all been working hard to make our school a better place for you and all your friends and teachers by using these character traits. Making good choices and practicing skills using those good choices at the same time will help you to keep learning new abilities. This is a character skill you can use your whole life. This choice makes for a brighter future for you and all those you care about. Let's keep going. Now that we've reviewed our previous character equation, let's learn our new character equation. Are you ready to jump in? Hope plus knowledge equals discernment. Here's how it works. Step 1. What does the word hope mean? Let's brainstorm. What do you think the word hope means? Remember to pause the video if you need more time. Hope is believing something good can happen. It's like a bright light inside you that says things can get better. Hope is a feeling of expectation and desire for a certain thing to happen. When you have hope, you feel excited about the future and ready to try. Hope means trusting and expecting good things. You might hope to learn something new, make a new friend, or solve a problem. Hope helps you keep going even when something is hard. When you have hope, you're like a teammate, cheering for yourself and others on towards success. Hope helps you be brave, kind, and strong. Hope means believing in a brighter future for you and our human family. Hope signifies that you've developed the ability to eagerly anticipate positive outcomes for yourself and others. Hope transcends mere wishful thinking. It's an optimistic expectation grounded in evidence and knowledge. By nurturing this mindset, you can face challenges with courage and inspire those around you to believe in a brighter future. Hope is not just wishing, it's an optimistic expectation grounded in effort and learning and past success. Teaching hope supports persistence, motivation, and academic resilience. Step 2. What does the word knowledge mean? Let's brainstorm. What do you think the word knowledge means? Knowledge is what you know. It's the facts, ideas, and skills you learn from school, books, teachers, and life. Knowledge helps your brain grow. How do we get knowledge? We get knowledge by listening, reading, asking questions, trying things, watching, and tasting. Every experience teaches you something new. Knowledge is a tool. Knowledge is like a backpack full of tools. When you know something, you can make good choices, solve problems, and help yourself and others. Knowledge helps us understand how the world works. It helps you learn, explore, and make the world better for our human family. When you know more, you can choose wisely as you help yourself and others. Step 3. When we put hope and knowledge together, we get discernment. Hope plus knowledge equals discernment. What is discernment? Discernment is the ability to make smart and thoughtful decisions. It means you stop, think, and choose the best action. When you use discernment, you don't just guess. You use your brain and your heart. Sometimes we use the word heart to describe what we love and what we hope for. How do we build discernment? Discernment happens when you constantly add, mix, and balance hope and knowledge. Hope, remember, is believing something good is possible, and knowledge is what you know and have learned. Remember, hope plus knowledge equals discernment. Discernment helps you decide what is true or false. It helps you choose safe and kind actions. Discernment helps you solve problems and plan ahead. It helps you think before you act. Discernment helps you be a wise leader in our human family. Discernment helps you turn your hopes into reality by using what you know to make the best possible choice. The more you practice, the stronger your discernment will grow into a superpower. Let's put it all together with a farm field trip example. Hope and knowledge create a powerful combination that leads to building the discernment that will provide you with the best life possible. These are super combos you'll use for the rest of your life to take care of yourself and others. Think about it like this. Imagine your class is excited about going on a field trip to a farm with animals. Your class is thrilled about visiting a working farm. All the students hope to see the animals, learn how food is grown, and maybe even try milking a cow or feeding the chickens. The excitement builds because you all hope this trip will be fun, educational, and memorable. To make the trip successful, the teacher and students use knowledge. The teacher knows permission slips are needed, and the farm staff has specific rules to follow for safety. That's knowledge that the teacher knows. Students learn ahead of time about farm animals and how to behave safely around them, like walking calmly and not startling the animals. This is also knowledge. On the morning of the trip, the weather looks cloudy. The teacher combines hope to still have a great visit with knowledge that the farm can be muddy and require careful planning to pack extra supplies, boots, raincoats, and a backup schedule to adjust if it rains. While at the farm, students use discernment too. They remember the safety rules and make smart choices, like waiting their turn to feed the animals or staying in the designated areas. Are you getting the idea in this example? The teacher and the students are using hope plus knowledge to make great discerning choices while they're at the farm, no matter what comes their way. Let's try another example. Using hope to make people laugh by adding knowledge of when it's appropriate to share funny thoughts. This equals humor discernment. Liam loves making his classmates laugh with funny jokes and silly impressions. During a math lesson, Liam started whispering a joke to the person next to him, and soon other students were giggling. The teacher had to stop the lesson and remind everyone to stay focused. Liam felt sad because he didn't mean to cause trouble. He just wanted to make people happy. Liam's hope was to bring joy and laughter to others because he loves making people smile. Liam knows math time is for learning and that his jokes might distract others from learning the lesson. The teacher stopped the lesson and smiles at Liam and says encouragingly, "Liam, your humor is such a gift. Use discernment with your jokes. The cafeteria or playground will be a great place to share that one." The next time, Liam decided to save his joke for the cafeteria or the playground, where everyone can enjoy it without interrupting the teacher or the classmate. Why is this important? Well, this equation is like a foundation for your health, and of course, it overlaps with happiness and liberty. When you practice choosing hope with plans, ideas, and goals, and you sharpen your knowledge, you build discernment. And that makes your life meaningful and healthy. You know, making life better. Remember when we talked about patience and senses and how that equals perception? Well, this new equation builds right on top of that equation. The equation of hope plus knowledge equals discernment helps you become and stay well and strong, especially when life gets challenging. Let's practice. Here's your mission. Think of a hope or goal you have. Maybe it's a plan to go on a trip, play a sport, or try an instrument. Now, think about how you could add knowledge to that hope. For example, if you have hope to try soccer, you can learn about the rules. If you hope to learn to play the guitar, you could learn about the musical notation. That's putting hope with knowledge. Number 3, share your hopes with your class, and we'll talk about how your hopes and knowledge can grow into lifelong discernment superpowers. By practicing hope and knowledge and how they equal discernment, you're not just learning, you're building a better world. Border collies and the equation of hope plus knowledge equals discernment. When we think about the character equation of hope plus knowledge equals discernment, we can think of the border collie as an incredible example. Border collies thrive because they choose and display hope for solving a problem or helping a need. The problem or need they solve is bringing sheep where they need to be for things like food, water, medicine, or a haircut called shearing. They use their knowledge of the commands from the shepherd to work together to care for the sheep. But their success doesn't stop there. Be sure to look for this video and watch the video to see exactly how border collies exemplify the character trait of hope plus knowledge equals discernment. Another way to think about discernment is to listen to the story of Louis Pasteur and how hope and knowledge changed the world. A long time ago, people didn't understand what caused illnesses. Many people believed that diseases were due to bad luck or evil spirits. But a French scientist named Louis Pasteur had a different idea. He believed that tiny, invisible organisms called germs were responsible for making people sick. Louis's belief was based on his hope, a strong trust that science could uncover the truth, and his knowledge from facts that he'd gathered from very careful experiments. Louis once said, "Science knows no country because knowledge belongs to humanity and is the torch which illuminates the world." What he showed with his work is that hope and faith have a place when we learn through science that should help everyone, no matter who they are or where they live. However, many other scientists didn't agree with Louis. They believed in old ideas that germs are not real and they don't even exist, and they could not cause diseases. Some even made fun of Louis and his new ideas. But Louis did not let this stop him. His hope and knowledge gave him the strength to keep going. He worked hard in his laboratory, conducting experiments to show that germs were real and they caused diseases. Through his persistence, Louis developed medicines to protect people and animals from getting sick, including the illness of rabies. One of his most famous achievements was creating a vaccine for rabies, a deadly disease. This discovery saved many lives and proved that his ideas were correct. And it was all based on hope and knowledge and his ability to use both of these to discern what was best and how to create medicine that saved lives. What hopes do you have? Is there a problem, idea, or need you hope to overcome? What kind of knowledge can help make wise decisions to achieve your hopes and plans? What problems or needs do we have in our community or world that we hope to solve? What knowledge do we already have or need to learn to overcome these challenges? Talk to one or two friends next to you about your ideas and answers for these questions. Now it's your turn to write about your hopes and the knowledge needed to gain the right kind of discernment for your hopes. Think of a person with whom you want to share your hope. Write about your hope and explain the knowledge you will need to gain to give you discernment for when your hope comes true. Make a copy so you can keep one for yourself in your pouch. Mail the next one to the person with whom you chose to share your goals. Be sure to put a stamp on your letter. Check out this stamp that honors Louis Pasteur. You can find these materials for letter writing in the activity pages. And here is a lesson plan for your teachers and your families in case you need it. I think you've got it. Remember, the goal of this character equation is to develop discernment by using hope and knowledge at the same time. For this character equation, we'll practice using hope and knowledge to develop discernment with various activities in the coming days. By practicing hope and knowledge, we can become more discerning about making all kinds of helpful decisions. And that makes our school and our world a better place for everyone. That's why this equation even helps prevent bullying. Hope plus knowledge has an opposite, and that's discouragement and misinformation. And that causes confusion. And believe it or not, that is a kind of bullying called deception bullying. Deception bullying is when someone spreads lies, false information, or rumors. This choice causes harm to our world. It causes harm to our learning environment, and it hurts our ability to build a community where everyone has the basics and everyone has a chance to thrive. Why do we need to teach you about this kind of bullying? Well, deception damages trust. It hurts feelings and confuses people about what is true or possible. When lies are spoken about someone, it's called slander. Or when it's written, it's called libel. It's important to know that slander and libel are not just hurtful, they're against the laws of our country because they cause harm and division for people. Equivocation is a kind of lying in a way that avoids the truth in order to avoid or change an outcome. If someone tries to make it seem like something is wrong with you, it's called gaslighting. There's so many kinds of deception bullying. These choices can make people lose hope and feel confused about what is true or possible. It really ruins trust. Deception bullying is wrong, and it must be stopped to protect our plan to build a better world for everyone. Remember, if you face this kind of bullying, it's not your fault. It's the person that's having the problem telling the truth. Remember, you're worthy. Your efforts matter, and you can overcome this kind of experience if it happens to you. This is what to do if it happens to you. Call out the lies with confidence, but keep it cool. Try saying, "Whoa, that doesn't sound right. Let's stick to the facts so we can all get along better." Or you could add some humor. "Wow, that's a creative story, but let's go with the real one instead." If that person keeps lying, stay calm and let an adult know. Remember, lies lose their power when the truth comes out. It's important to keep things honest and fair because deception bullying gets in the way of learning and your well-being. It's important to make it stop. We must not make people feel left out, alone, and like they don't matter. We need everyone to make our world better. We must make everyone feel included and feel like they matter because you matter, and so does everyone else. This is a great activity that shows 3 different ways to overcome deception bullying. It's called What Would You Do? The objective is to practice responding to deception bullying with a safe setting, like this. It's kind of like a game. The instructions are to divide into small groups. Give each group a scenario involving deception bullying. There's some examples right here. Each group will act out 2 versions. A wrong way to handle it, like yelling or spreading more rumors, and then a right way to handle it, like using discernment, staying calm, and correcting misinformation. After each skit, discuss what worked and what didn't. Here's some examples. A classmate spreads a false rumor that you stole their pencil. Another example might be someone tells a lie to get out of trouble and blames another student. Have you ever had that happen on the playground? Yeah, it's common. That's why we need to find solutions. Here's one more example. A friend exaggerates a story to make someone look bad. Now look over here to the right. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different ways that we can solve this problem. Pause the video or take a screenshot so you can practice these skits and practice finding solutions to deception bullying using hope plus knowledge equals discernment. Here's a fun poem, The Border Collie's Wisdom. Hope plus knowledge, say it with me, equals discernment. Through hills and fields so wide and steep, the Border Collie guards the sheep. With eyes so bright and purpose clear, they guide the flock both far and near. They hope to bring them safe and sound to pastures green and solid ground. They do not chase or run in fear, but trust the calls they've learned to hear. Hope keeps watch, the goal in sight. Knowledge guides each move just right. With wisdom gained, they stand and see the flock is safe, both wild and free. Come by, they turn the proper way. Away they lead, but don't delay. Stand, they pause with steady grace. That'll do. They've run the race. With knowledge gained through patient trust, they move with skill both swift and just. No reckless leaps, no thoughtless flight, but steps of wisdom sure and right. For woolen coats and warming hands, for scarves and mitts in colder lands, for food, for milk, for daily bread, the shepherd's care makes all well fed. Like collies, we must hope and see a world where hope will set us free. And with knowledge, step by step, we'll lead with discernment. We won't forget. Discernment guides both dog and child to seek the truth, be strong yet mild. For when we learn and wisely roam, we help each heart find guidance home. I hope you liked that poem. Here on the right is a fun game you can play with your classmates or your family. Here's a song about hope plus knowledge equals discernment. I hope you'll sing along with me. Hope is bright and shines so far, guides our dreams like a glowing star. Knowledge shows the truths we seek, step by step, week by week. Hope and knowledge guide the way, helping us grow every day. When we learn and when we grow, discernment helps us where we go. When we make choices brave and strong, Hope and knowledge lead us along. Hope and knowledge light the way, helping us grow every day. Together we're a shining team. Hope and knowledge build our dream. Discernment's key will always guide, with wisdom, courage by our side. Hope and knowledge guide the way, helping us grow every day. With discernment and hearts so bright, hope and knowledge lead to futures full of light. You're doing great. You've learned 7 character equations so far. Can you see them circled here? I'll see you at Town Hall. And remember, hope plus knowledge equal discernment. These videos are free to share. Our goal is to help every child grow in the character traits of health, liberty, and happiness. You can help us reach more schools and learning communities by liking, subscribing, and sharing. For more learning materials, visit thehumandominoeffect.com. And don't forget, if you need a refresher on how to make your best choices in your own life, you can go back and watch the Healthy, Happy, Free videos. Until next time, keep making choices that include all 3 to be healthy, happy, and free.
Until next time, keep